Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well today. So today we've got a topic we're going to talk about. So how to spot a Filipina scammer. So stay tuned, and if you're on the lookout for a potential partner from the Philippines, I'm going to show you right here how to spot the red flags and be very careful about your choices. Okay, welcome back guys. So here we go. So obviously I'm married to a Filipina, so I had to do that dating process in the early days. So and not just the dating process, but actually finding the potential partner. So in the beginning, when I first thought, I might look and see if I can find, a Filipina that might be okay. I really didn't know if I'd find anybody. And I thought I'd go online. So I didn't go to a dating site as such, but I was on a Facebook page which was hooking up with friends from Philippines and different countries, that sort of thing. So and I thought, well, I'll talk to some people, find out more about the Philippines, and because I remember going there as a 16-year-old, and I was very captivated by the country. So I thought I'd find out a bit more, and that was where I eventually met my now wife. But prior to that, there was, you get blown away by the amount of women that actually are all trying to talk to you and trying to I guess connect with you, and maybe some of them want to be a potential partner, some of them might be sincere, but there are many who are not sincere, and they're looking to scam you and make a quick buck. So these are the things that I found that you've really got to watch out for. So if you want a red flag, so to speak, they'll be charming, they'll be nice, they'll say all the right things. But if you're very careful and you watch and you listen very carefully and you play it a bit smart, you won't get scammed. Look, most of the people, a lot of these women who scam are very, very good at it, but they're only as good as the men who allow them to be that good. What I mean by that is that the men will not be watching out for these red flags. They will be so smitten, if you like, that somebody has, I've got the attention of this beautiful young Filipina, and all this sort of stuff. Well, be sure their intentions are real, and be sure that you're not going to lose a bundle of money, or any money for that matter. So, and let me also say that this is not unique to the Philippines. It's a scam that's got going on worldwide. But of course, in countries where they're a developing country, and there's a lot more people who don't have a lot of money, then these scams become a way of life, and they're looking for a way to make money to feed their families or do whatever they want to do. But this is one of the countries that this is a bit of a problem in. So you can check out my video I did previously on online dating scams in the Philippines. Beware, it's called. I did that back in October of last year. So if you want to check that out, pop over and have a look at that. But on with this video. Now, the red flags we need to be watching out for. So imagine you've got online, you've met this person that you seem a little bit interested in, you started to have a bit of a conversation. And you might think to yourself, well, I'd like to see her on camera, because that's one thing I always recommend, that you see them on camera, because sometimes these scammers, they might not even be women, they could be guys. In a room with other scammers, and this is what they do for a living. This is actually a job in places like the Philippines. So first up, I'd like to, after I've had a bit of a conversation with them, I'd like to ask them, do you have Skype, so we could actually have a bit of a chat face to face, so to speak. If they resist that, you don't push it straight up. Go, okay, fair enough, but it's a red flag. You keep that in mind. First red flag. Then one of the biggest red flags is within the first few conversations they're asking for money. Now, they shouldn't be asking for money at any point until you're probably engaged to them or getting married to them. But if they're asking for money, they might be saying things like, "Oh, a family member is sick, and or in a terrible accident, or my grandmother has died. Can you help me?" And when they use that word "help," they're not asking for physical help. They're asking for monetary help. That's the international code there, right there. Help equals money. So beware of that. Never give them money. The stories sound good. They sound real. But they're trying to scam you. And they might try and scam you with just a small amount first, just to test the waters to see if you're open to giving any money. If you're open to giving a small amount, then they know they can probably take you for quite a big amount later on. So be very, very careful around that. Check their profile pics out. So if you're on Facebook talking to them, or even if it's through a dating site, and dating sites, you've still got to be just as careful as anywhere else. Then have a look at their profile pic. If it looks too professional, then you probably think, well, maybe they've stole that picture from somewhere else. So, maybe they're just they're good photographers. Who knows? But it's a red flag. It's another tick on the red flag box. So we're just watching out. They might say things. Look, I usually reside in the US or Australia or Britain or wherever. But I'm home visiting family, but we had a big emergency here. Now I need money for my aeroplane ticket to get back home. I don't know what I'm going to do, blah, blah, blah. And they try and make you feel sorry for them, and you send them, $500 and bang, never hear from them again. So that's another story they might feed you. They might come up with something like, in the Philippines, natural disasters, typhoons are a fairly common occurrence over there. I mean, they get 20 or so typhoons a year. But they might turn around and say, after it's been on the news, there's been a typhoon somewhere, they might turn around and say, my roof got blown off by the typhoon, or my house got damaged, and I need to put the roof back on. I've got no money, or I need help with that. And you might feel sorry for them and do that, but they might not even be in that area where it's been affected, but they will use that as an excuse. So again, don't give any money, especially in the early stages. Get to know them very well. They'll say things like, "Oh, I've got no money for food. My family's starving. I've got nieces, nephews. They're all very hungry." Again, you feel sorry, you said, but it is more likely it is just a story. If people are on there looking for a relationship, they're not going to be burdening you in the early stages about money problems. They're just not going to do it. Now, my now wife, not once did she ask me for money. Not once. She worked, and she was looking after herself, her child, and not once did she ask me for money. And that's how I knew there was something good here. And I kept on with the relationship till the point eventually we started talking on camera, and we did that a lot. I could see that she was a real person until I went over to the Philippines, which is the next logical step, was me going over there to actually meet her face to face and get a feel for her life, her family, her friends, and even her co-workers. Because by talking to all those people and seeing her life as it is, I had a real sense of who she was. And then we continued the relationship further. I went back to Australia, and then I went back again to the Philippines for a longer stay to get her to know her and her family and her friends and co-workers even better, before bringing her out to Australia, and that's where she's been ever since, and we got married here. So that's just a few tips, a few red flags to look out for. There's probably more red flags. So guys, I know that I've got quite a few experienced people that lived in the Philippines or have dated Filipinas on this channel. So feel free to drop any more red flags in the comments that or any experiences that you've seen or that you've heard about. about people being scammed, and it happens a lot. So I'd like to hear your comments on that. Don't forget to share this video around to people who might be interested, and hit that like button as well as the subscribe button with the notification bell on for more videos. I appreciate everyone who's subscribed up until this point, and any future subscribers, very much appreciated. Hope you got something out of the video, and beware. Remember not to give money. Don't give money. They're very good at making you believe that things are real, so don't give money. Bye for now. Take care.